Welcome to Vondalgotv. I'm your host, Leron Brown. Right now I'm going for a walk and just left the base back here. You know, I'm about to go and get back in the game. You know, brother, I need a little, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm to get that taken care of too. You know, trying to get back in the game. Off the base, this is what we see. See that? People live in that. California. Yeah. And we're about to see a lot more of that as I take the trip to the barber to get my hair cut. Why am I taking a walk versus taking a ride? Well, what is walking? Good exercise. You get to see things. Fresh air. As fresh as it's gonna be right now. You know? So I don't mind walking. But we got, you know, the election season coming up. You know, we're about to vote for presidents. You know, I already know who I'm voting for. But this right here that you experience when you come here, it's just something that's disgusting. It's disgusting, you know. Come, you see people all over the streets, and we have to do something because one of the biggest crises is homelessness. You know what I mean? And with that comes the filth. You know, and people need help, places to go. You know, everybody's out here hustling, trying to make a living and whatnot, but you know, we have to do something about this. Look at this. Just look at this. Wow. We spend billions and billions of dollars supporting overseas ventures. But what about at home? What about at home? As I walk down the street, I see a lot of things, you know? A lot of things. And I wonder, see this behind me? This is calligraphy. You see this on every road, damn near every building. Now this here is beautiful though. You see that? That's very beautiful. But what the hell does this even mean? We have to clean up the streets. We have to clean up our buildings. If we're doing art, and that's a part of your building's logo or part of your building display, fine. But this crap, what the hell is this? We have to do something about it. We talk about feeling safe when we walk down the street. Like I told you, all that calligraphy is on every building, everywhere you walk. You know, that's the ambulance. It's just ridiculous. Another thing, like I just noticed, well, not just noticed, but I've been noticing. See, we have this whole, I don't know, how do you say it? We're fighting against everybody. We're fighting against race. We're fighting against sexuality. We're fighting against all this crap, man versus woman. You know, we're fighting against all this. Black and white. I'm so done hearing that mess. I'm so over it. The reason why I'm over that is because of this. Homelessness don't discriminate. We're seeing this everywhere. And as I walk down the streets, as I walk up and down the street, it doesn't matter what color, ethnicity, background you are. Homelessness don't discriminate. It don't discriminate on sexuality. It doesn't discriminate. And another thing I'm seeing is the common denominator in a lot of these cases is drugs. You will see the guy living in a shoebox or sleeping on the street, and right as you walk past, oh, there's that drugs popped out, or he's high as a kite. You know, high as a kite. Can't afford nothing, but can afford to get his hands on some dope. You know, just walk past one talking about it. Afford to get his hands on dope. Can't afford nothing else. So drugs has got to be cleaned up. Because do you think real estate, equity, and property, like is this gonna grow when you're around areas like this or in areas like this? Property value. It doesn't. It diminishes. Now, only thing that's keeping this thing up is over here in Cali is because the overinflation is all this stuff is overly inflated. You know, if your next door neighbor can affect your property value because they don't clean up, and it makes, you know, the area you live look like crap just because your neighbors failed to clean up their yard, well, I think this would have the same effect. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, when you walk down the street and it's just filthy, and then I hear the media, news outlets, or parties don't talk about this, it's cringy, because I'm walking on the street and haven't been bothered by the stereotypical things that they say will bother me as a black man. I do see this. Now it's the street. I've been around many different countries and how they have their certain laws in place where this would, one of them countries being Singapore. Very beautiful, very nice. You can walk down there, no trash, you know. We are fighting for the wrong reasons. We need to clean up here. Clean up home, you know. Then we can focus on. I don't focus on my neighbor's house if my house not in order. I have to have my horse in order to help me before I can help my neighbor out. We got it backwards. We got homelessness coming just right on the rise. And the funny part is, I'm seeing even here in Cali that people that was actually making it have started doing it because of inflation attacks. and tax raisins, you know, mortgage increasing, can't afford anything, and they were doing well off. So always remember, it no matter where you are, you're a paycheck before broke. You haven't set your wealth up, you know. Seeing guys who make over $87,000 a year in some states, that would be great. But over here, they're living in the car, making $87,000 a year. But the tag member, for some reason, being a tagger, well, that seemed to be the well-paid job there. We can tag crap, we can pollute crap, we can throw trash all over the place, we can trash things, but we take care of what we have, you know? Cause it looks like the tag man ain't going out of business no time soon. They tagging every damn thing up. We gotta do better than this. My. What a beautiful sight. Isn't that pretty? But we got that right next door. As I was walking and I was talking about the drugs, I saw a woman. She was at the bus stop and she had her glass, one of them little, whatever they call them things, doing her cocaine, doing her crack out of the pipe, the crack pipe. A glass crack pipe. It was two kids right there next to her walking up to catch the bus. It's just so normalized. Two kids. This is what we have over here. This is what we have. Can't afford nothing, but you can afford the crack. So those billions that we spend in other places, I really believe should be spent here. How so? Shelters, programs, just more involvement with shelters, more involvement with programs, talking to people so they won't be sleeping like this, you know. It's everywhere. They can actually sleep in a bed. Programs, rehabs, you know. And that's not talked about a lot. I know there are certain places that have these things, but it's not talked about enough. Matter of fact, how are these drugs getting in here? Let's talk about that. How the hell are these drugs getting in here? And on the streets. You know? So it needs to be really spoken out. Like all this black, white, all this racial battles and male, female battles, and all this energy needs to put somewhere else. AKA, let's clean up the streets. Let's unite. Let's not have a crisis to happen before us as Americans unite. You know, we don't need a major crisis. Shouldn't have to have a major crisis to happen before you see everybody of every race, you know, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, but all come together as U.S. Should be U.S. all the time. You know, I hope for that day. Not a crisis day where we all suffer, then come together, but a day where we just say, you know what? Woman, I need you. Man, I need you. You know, whatever color you are, we need you. Because America is united with people from all over the world that became American citizens or were born here. People all over the world. It's what make us the best country in the world. People, different different groups, different ethnicities, different backgrounds. But we all cherish that one goal. It's the same way you see in the military. You don't come up and you don't see just one race or another race. You see a bit of everybody. Everybody. And we all come together to share this one goal. We're going to continue to fight for the freedom. But this is how the world should be. This is how the U.S. should be. We're going to come together. We're going to clean up the streets and make the U.S. an even better place. We have people coming from all over the world to be a part of the, be a part of the U.S. Going through there, getting green cards, becoming American citizens because they believe in it. So if you believe in it, let's all believe in it. Let's clean up. Let's clean up. This land was made for you and me. Just got finished getting the hair cut. Over here, Magic to You. With my boy Magic in there. Yeah. Anyways, let's do better, fellas, ladies.